Hello, everyone. We're here today with Craig Anderson. Craig, how long have you been in Rotary?
About 7 or 8 years. Jay Wayne was the president when I joined.
And who sponsored you? Ed Cecil?
Ed Cecil.
Oh, my gosh. Ed Cecil, for those of you who weren't here when Ed Cecil was a member, was quite a character. Okay, so Ed sponsored you.
Yes.
And what are some of your favorite projects at Rotary?
Favorite projects are the dictionaries. I love handing the dictionaries, and I was able to do it to 2 of my grandsons.
Oh, fun.
So I went through that, and the Relay for Life is something I enjoy. And I enjoy coming to the meetings and having lunch and meeting all the people.
Yeah, and you help with all the logistics of this big room.
Yeah, that's my job.
That's your job. You're very reliable. How did Ed talk you into joining Rotary? What interested you about Rotary?
I always felt that you had to give something back to the community you're in.
Yes.
And whether it was Little League Baseball or any of those kind of things, I always participated trying to put something back in.
Right.
And Rotary was a way to put something back into the community instead of just taking everything out.
Yes.
So.
Yep, exactly. I think a lot of people feel that way, and there's a right time in everyone's life for that. It's almost at 40 or 45 or 50, you wake up and you think, wow, I've been very lucky in my life and I want to now
Share a little bit.
Exactly.
Share a little bit.
Exactly. Well, good. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Tam Valley and moved to moved to Terra Linda when I was about 10 years old, and have been there ever since.
Uh-huh.
So I live in Terra Linda now.
And your kids went to Terra Linda High? And
Yes, I have one son of my own and 2 stepsons, and they both graduated from Terra Linda High School. And one of the things I tell everybody is I can't rate if I was successful or not raising my kids, but none of them have tattoos. They all graduated from college, and I don't think they've been arrested.
that you know of.
That I know of.
That's a good measure. And are you retired now?
I'm retired. I was a partner in CTW Designs in Ignacio for about 17 years, and before that I worked for Tile West. When I got out of college, I'm not the suit and tie type, and I didn't like the Lytton pen that I had on. And I decided to be a tile helper for 1 year, and that turned into 35 years.
Of management.
Well, no, I started out at the bottom, okay, and climbed all the way to the top, and then I became an estimator. I ran a bunch of crews and everything.
Wow.
And then the tile plumbing store.
Do they miss you over there?
I don't know.
How did you reach your wife?
And how did you meet Wendy?
Wendy lived around the corner from me when I was divorced.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got divorced. I lived in Terra Linda. She lived around the corner. I coached her son in soccer and baseball. And so we became friends. She was the party, bring the oranges to the all the things. And so we started going out and eventually got married.
Okay, good. And you're a golfer?
I'm a golfer. I play 2 or 3 times a week, at least 3 times a week.
Wow. Have they given you any grandchildren or step-grandchildren yet?
I have my son. I have two grandsons from him, 10 and 12 or 13, and then from my stepson I have a 8-year-old little girl and a 6-year-old little boy.
What about Rotary comes to mind first when you think of Rotary?
A lot of things come to mind about Rotary, but my Rotary moment was when Bob Moore went down at last year's debunking.
Oh, yes.
And I was kind of in charge of the everything, and they got him outside, and we had 2 doctors. We had Mike
Howard
there, and Gene Brown. And Gene Brown was this far away from Bob, talking to him, telling him everything was going to be all right. Both doctors were making sure he was all right, and Mike immediately called the fire department, and they didn't show up as quick as he thought they should. So he called them again and read them the riot act.
Oh,
So just to see everybody around doing their best,
Yes.
and so many helpful people, especially Gene, was just a heartfelt moment,
and he's fine.
and he was fine.
Is there one particular Rotary thing that you are extra passionate about, Craig?
I'm passionate about the Relay for Life. I'm a cancer survivor. About 9 years ago, I had a lung removed. I had lung cancer. And I was really quite lucky because they found a small lump. But my mother died of cancer. My two aunts died from cancer. And my uncle died of cancer. So I'm passionate about that and trying to eradicate that disease.
I've been to a few of the Relays for Life. It's 24 hours around a certain track generally. What's the significance of that?
The significance is to walk around the track, or what I get the most out of is getting my friends there and getting people that I know are survivors there to walk with me on that first lap. And continued through that 24-hour period. And you were there this last year. You saw me walk quite a bit, and you saw a lot of my friends came. Some of those people are survivors, and some of them are just my friends that want to support the cure for cancer.
One year when it was at San Marin High School, I think I saw a little votive of a girlfriend of mine that I had lost touch with and didn't even know she had passed from brain cancer. So I was able to reconnect with some of our girlfriends from the olden days. But it was pretty. It really brings it home when you see.
Sobering.
Yes, it's sobering to say the least. When are you 100% cured?
There's
Did
no
they say?
there's no cure.
Well, that's true.
So I get a CAT scan every year, and I've been clean for 8 years. And the way I look at it is that wasn't going to kill me, okay? And every day I stay alive, they find something else that's going to cure cancer or to
That's
stop
right.
that cancer.
That's a good attitude.
This morning, I just heard about my old next-door neighbor. She's 93 or 94 years old. I would imagine probably 40 years ago, she had both breasts removed, okay? Well, she's got cancer again. Now, she's had a great life, and they told her she had about 6 months to live.
Oh,
So the another one is right before the endowment meeting a month ago, I have a dear friend who worked for me for probably 4 to 7 years off and on. And at 38 years old, she had both breasts removed and a hysterectomy. She has that gene. And 4 weeks ago, her sister died. Well, her mother died of cancer the same way. Her sister died, and she has been about 5 years, 6 years cancer-free. She takes very good care of herself.
when you do these 24-hour events, what do you hope to accomplish?
We hope to accomplish to raise money for the American Cancer Society. During the time of the relay, you don't walk the 24 hours. You'll get up and walk a lap. And all my grandkids came and walked 3 or 4 laps with me. There's all kinds of little fun games for people to do. And at the special part of it at night is when they put the, I don't know what they're called.
Those like the votives or
Well, it's luminaries. They put the luminaries out, and they put the luminaries all the way around the track. And when it gets dark, they light the luminaries. And they used to light them with a candle. Now they light them with one of those glow sticks.
yes.
And when they do that, it's very, very solemn. Very, very. You start to really think and feel what other people are feeling, and you watch the people walk around the track, and you get a feeling for, like, one year, one kid walked around the track for 24 hours.
Wow.
Okay, I think his mom had cancer, or he was thought maybe that was penance or something.
Each luminary has a cancer victim's name on it.
Each luminary has a cancer victim. So I put out for my best friend who died of cancer, for my mom, my aunt, and several other friends. So I put maybe 6, 8 out every year, and I take pictures of them. I send them to the people that they were
Nice.
saying we still remember and we still
Yes.
think of you.
Yes.
And I think that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to think of those people that suffered with the cancer before that
Yes.
we can't find a cure for it then, but now we're working for a cure.
Right. It creates a very deep sense of community with other people who are going through similar things that you have personally or with your family.
It does create that sense of community and the sense of brotherhood or sisterhood or whatever with everybody walking that track. So the whole community gets involved.
Yeah.
It's a fun event. It's a solemn, fun event
Yes. For a good cause.
for a good cause.
Thank you so much, Craig. Nice to get to know you a little bit better.
Thank you, Marty.
And you may be next.